So we are going to do this first practice worksheet, and again I'm going to do this without a calculator because it's going to help me learn the concepts better. So let's see, the cube root of negative 343. I know that the answer has to be negative. And now I've got to figure out what number, when I multiply it by itself 3 times, will give me 343. It's not 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6 times 6 is 36 times 6, which is 6. Carry the 3, so 216. It's not that. Now let's try 7 times 7 times 7, which would be 49 times 7, which is 3, carry the 6, 28, 29. Oh, that's it, 343. That's what I wanted, so it's negative 7. All right, the 4th root of 81. This time I'm multiplying a number 4 times. It can't be 2, because 2 only multiplies to make even numbers. Could be 3. So, and I know it has to be positive because it's a 4th root. Anytime it's an even root, it has to be positive. If it's negative under here, then it's going to have to be imaginary. So let's see, the 4th root of 81, I'm thinking is 3, because I remember that 3 times 3 is 9, and another 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 9 is 81. So the answer is 3. I'm going to rewrite this using the square root of 400. And I know that the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 100 is 10, so that's 20. It's positive. Square root of negative 121. You can't, if this said real numbers only, this would be no real solution. Since it doesn't say that, I know the square root of 121 is 11, but in order for it to be negative, it's going to have to be I. And think about it. 11i times 11i is 121i squared, which makes it negative 121. Okay? All right, let's rewrite without a radical sign. You always have to work from the inside out. I have x to the 1/3, and that is then raised to the 1/4 power. Power to a power, you multiply. So that would be 1/3 times 1/4. So that becomes x to the 1/12. Letter B. Since I'm doing it without a radical symbol, that would be 5 to the 1/2. And x, remember this is power over root. It's always power on the top, root on the bottom. So 2 is the power and 2 is the root. So this just becomes x to the 1st, or just x. Right, letter C. I've got the cube root of 27. And I know the cube root of 27 is 3, because 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. X to the 12 over 3. And 12 over 3 becomes 4. And y to the 5 over 3. Can't do anything to reduce that, so I'm finished. Alright, let's go down to number 4. 16/25 to the negative 1/2. In order to make my exponent positive, I cross the line and change the sign. So I'm going to bring the 25 to the top and the 16 to the bottom and make it to the positive 1/2, which means, remember the power of 1/2 means square root. So the square root of 25 over the square root of 16 is 5 over 4, because this 1/2 gets distributed to both. So I have the square root of 25 and the square root of 16. That's where I got 5/4 is my final answer.